All right, welcome back, everybody. We are again in Ekron, playing Project Zomboid, build 42. I have cleared about 60 Zeds from the main campus. I started out once again in Echo Creek, got myself a vehicle, made my way north and west. I have a semi-base here at a farm site that is actually really nice. It has a well. I might make my way back there mid-game, assuming I survive. I have another temporary base right here at a street corner nearby, and I am in the process of clearing out the community college. Now, if you joined me a couple days ago, I managed to get this far and then get utterly mobbed the moment I tried to walk inside the building, and that was careless of me. I have been much more careful this time around. There are still some inside. Go ahead and slowly but surely knock those guys out. Nice. Level up. Always appreciated. Yes, I use multi-hit. It makes sense to me. And I'm just here having fun. I'm not trying to prove anything, so. That zombie in the room next door must have gotten the dumb senses. I randomized all of their sight and hearing, so some of them are going to be hypersensitive. I did make them all shamblers though. I don't like the fast walkers mixing in. I want the crowds all moving the same way. And yeah, that makes it a little easier, but that's okay. I still die. Don't worry. And it looks like muscle fatigue has reared its ugly head. I am going to have to make my way back to my base before things get too overwhelming here. Nice little pride backpack there. Good for you. I think that's a newer texture. Throbbing pain. That bad. You know what? Just in case, though, I should probably, one, take some pills, and two, walk away. Excuse me. I took them out in clumps, and it has all been hand to hand. I still do not like using guns, even though they try to encourage you to nowadays. There's one there, but it appears to also be deaf and dumb, so we're just going to ignore it for now. I'm not terribly sore anymore. And still got some real muscle strain, so let's go ahead. Show off the base, because not everybody's even made it to Ekron yet. I don't plan on making this a long video, but we can go back to the base, rest up a little bit. It's half a block away, and I've long since cleared the Zeds. It'd be really nice if I had a key to that van, because it is sharp. There is not one available, though. So yeah, this house is pretty decent. It's got a little guest house over on the side. It's got a little garage here. It's got a gazebo in the back. Some logs. This one doesn't have a well, but it does have a long, tall fence along the back and a pool. Excuse me. That I assume you could drain water from and boil if you need to. Generator came out of the garage, so that's good. So this is going to be a really good place to base up. I've got everything, all the windows cleaned up, all that jazz. Everything's in good shape when it comes to that. Let's fill my water bottle up and go sit down for an hour. What time is it? 3 in the afternoon, give or take. It's a beautiful little house, though. Big old fireplace, leather sofas. Well, I meant to sit on the couch, not on my butt, but that's okay. Muscle strain is gone. Let's go ahead and do a little eating while we're here, and then head back to the campus. Oh, of course I moved while I was trying to open the can. Certain things take much longer than they used to, and I can appreciate that, and I like it, but it's also kind of maddening taking like 4 in-game minutes to open a can of, jarred tomatoes or whatever. So there is a small dwelling right next to the community college that looks like a groundskeeper's area or something like that that I could base up in, but that house is just a little bit nicer and a little bit further away. Let's go ahead and clear this guy out of the lot. No sense in leaving stragglers. There's 3, 4, 5 now. Assuming I survive long enough to clear things out, we're going to check out there's a massive warehouse to the west of here, and a really cool section of really cool train yard. I don't know if the train cars are going to spawn in the train yard every time or not, but the last time I was here, there was an entire like train full of train cars that looked like you could get into and out of. I was just doing a scouting run in a vehicle, and well, let's just say I got badly killed by a humongous crowd, which very well could happen again, because the second half of this building is definitely dorms. Okay, so yep, that is a crowd. But my fatigue is rested. Got a really good bat. And these are just a bunch of dumb fucking zombified college kids. I should be able to handle them, right? That looks like a dumb college professor. Gray hair, his tweed shirt and shit. God, I love this game. Oh! I thought that room was clear and safe. That is the interesting thing about Build 42 is you almost have to do 20 Zeds at a time, 30 Zeds at a time, and then disengage entirely. Because with the muscle fatigue and, I mean, weapons still break, this baseball bat's been doing pretty good so far. I'd like to find a better bag. A big duffel would be awesome. Or a hiking bag would be even better, obviously. But the question is, am I going to head back home after this, or am I going to get a little bit squirrely and see what I can see? Let's see what... Oh, let's not. Let's kill this one. Alright, so we're gonna get a little bit reckless, but only until we see a crowd. Nope, my bat broke. I'm gonna kill this last one. Nope, time to just go. Broken bat, time to go. Not worth it. Not worth it. Got a whole bunch of dead Zeds. That makes me feel good. So let's go ahead and head down here. I have a different weapon. We're gonna head down here and rest. Make sure it doesn't have anything useful that I could Might as well have that attached, right? All right, bat. Drop you for now. Bloody hatchet. Let's put you where the screwdriver was. Let's take some painkillers. Drop that map on the ground. Drop that can on the ground. Put those back in the bag. Wrench hatchet. Let's put the screwdriver in the bag. Don't need it. All right, bet. We are in good shape now. Let's go ahead. Switch it to life and living just in case. You never know. Go ahead and sit down on the chair a little bit. Do a little resting and recuperating. See, my trapping went up, my boredom went down, my muscle fatigue disappeared. All right, let's take this hatchet and go fuck up that community college a little bit more. How many of them followed me outside and stayed that way? None. Interesting. I want to keep going this direction though. I don't want to go in through a different path and like, okay, let's make sure. Where did that one come from? It was just hiding out in that room the whole time. That is weird. Check out later. Sometimes in build 42, oh, okay, okay. Let's go ahead and just lead this whole pile out, see what happens, see how many follow me. I'm not sure what their memory's like in this one. I haven't like gotten a good gauge of the AI and how long it remembers to follow you from certain directions. If that makes any sense. Nice. Okay, so that was less tragically terrible than I thought it was going to be. I mean, there could still be 70 of them piling in here that I don't see, but that initial 7 wasn't so bad. It is very close to getting dark, though. I should probably head back. Yep, let's head back. We'll go the long way home, do a little bit of exploring. Not a lot, just a little. Further west, down that road, first there's up that way, there's a post office, and then what looks to be like a giant warehouse or like manufacturing facility, construction company yard sort of thing. So that's kind of cool. We're going to go there after the community center or the community college. Plenty of room for farming there if I were to ever want to. That is not something I have gotten into in the past, but it also seems like foodstuffs aren't as plentiful as they have been in Build 41. By day 10 or 12 of Build 41, I would have hundreds of cans of non-perishable foods. I would be able in the first 2 weeks you could stock up enough food in Build 41 to last you a full year. And that doesn't seem to be the case as much anymore, which I'm okay with. Uh, it makes the day-to-day surviving more intense, a little more intimate, if that makes sense, if that sounds right. Let's see. I don't recall if I went down and cleared this house or not. If any of the windows are open, we'll know for sure, but huh, I don't believe I have been in this house. And that is fun. Nothing urgent, nothing urgent, nothing urgent. I only grab things on the first pass of a building if it is like going to drastically affect my playthrough. Otherwise, I want to make sure things are cleared first. I want to not stress when I'm actually picking things up. In fact, it would make more sense to not even look and see what they were, but I'm an inquisitive fellow by nature. I kind of have to. Can't help it. Now, I should take that flashlight probably, but I do have another flashlight. That's funny, keeping rum in the baby's room. I'll take that magazine. That seemed like it might be helpful. Should really be more careful about having my weapon out when I open doors, because I have died a couple of times just carelessly since I've started playing again. Not that I was ever a good player. I don't think I've ever made it past 60 days. And that's why I don't pay attention and open doors carelessly. Somehow didn't get bitten there or even scratched. So, luck is in. No, no, no. We're sleeping. We're not resting. No rest for the wicked, baby. 4:20 in the morning. That's good enough time to sign off as any. Look, appreciate you guys coming by. Next time we are going to follow this character into the community center's dorm area, see if we can clear out another 100 or so Zeds, see if we can keep leveling up our long blunt and our one-handed, and move further west. The eventual goal is to colonize the entire. There's a small subdivision just east of the train yard, the train tracks, and I'd like to just colonize the two or three houses in that area and then branch out into Ekron. I want Ekron to be this character's long-term base, and it's a fun little town. It's got some cool quirks, and I'm glad you guys are along for the ride. Thanks. Take care.